Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 8 of the Gilded City 2. We are in Ravenloft, in case you missed the last one. If you are enjoying our adventures thus far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube and ring that bell, of course. And if you are following the podcast, share the podcast, leave us a rating, leave us a review where you are able to. Everything helps us out. Follow us at Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And also, Happy New Year! This is the first episode of 2023.
Oh my gosh, we made it.
So I know it's crazy. It's crazy. So hope you all enjoyed your New Year's celebrations. Hope you enjoyed your Hanukkahs or Christmas or Kwanzas or, whatever you celebrate. And if you celebrate none of that, then I hope you had a good end of 2022. But
Guys, I got a specific New Year's outfit this year.
Ooh.
I'm very excited. I mean, I was very excited to wear it.
We're
it was
very
incredible.
excited for it.
I looked great.
Because we're definitely not recording this before New Year's.
None of the sequins on my jacket fell off.
With that, we'll go ahead and dive on in to the first episode of 2023. Content warning. Ravenloft as a setting can feature disturbing themes and ideas, and while it is never going to be our intention to upset anyone, it is worth noting. Be advised that this story arc features ghosts, dysfunctional families, cruel clergy, murder, and references to suicide. Last time, the party arrived in the domain of Mordant, the realm of ghosts in Ravenloft. Hyskosa advised the party seek out Dr. Rudolph van Richten. Upon arriving at his herbalist shop in the town of Mordenshire, the party found a new ally, Elina, an acquaintance of Dr. van Richten, who had learned that the doctor had gone missing in the Ainsley village manor just recently. The party went to investigate and found the house suffused with sobbing and inhabited with strange, twisted creatures prowling around, wailing. Eventually, the party reached the basement, where they found Dr. Van Richten muttering incoherently to himself, seemingly gone mad. And so now, we join the party back in the wine cellar in the basement of the Ainsley village manor.
Elina, do you maybe want to go say hi to the... He knows you.
Yes,
Is he always like this?
so. Rudolph.
Well, there's...
He's not usually like this.
I'm gonna give him like a little shake.
Don't shake
Hi.
him.
Do not
Hi.
shake
Oh,
him.
sorry. Well, we can scratch that off the list. Hello. Hi. And try and make eye contact with him.
Doesn't someone have calm emotions?
Oh, I do. I
Should
guess
give him a
that's
slap.
Do not. Oh,
I can attempt to cast calm emotions.
Sure. What's the saving throw on that?
Charisma 15.
Okay. The spell goes off. His eyes, which were very, very like unfocused before, gain a little bit of focus. They're still not as sharp as usual. They gain a very little bit of focus. And he looks at you and he grabs your shoulders, Elina, and he says, "Oh, the madness takes me again. The girl. You have to find her. Resolve the and the madness takes him again.
Okay.
As a reminder, at the end of last episode, you also were able to pull a note from his hand.
Oh, right. The the
if-
death note.
from the
Yeah.
son to the mom and dad.
Yeah. Do you need me to remind you what it says, or do we feel like we have a good memory of
Didn't
it?
he?
Please
he
remind
was-
us.
No, he was like,
If
he was like,
he
you kept us apart, so now I'm gonna be with her, and he killed himself, right?
So,
to
murder
put it
suicide
tactfully.
situation.
so yeah, the
We
note,
can be together in death.
right? Yes, more or less. He's like, you were keeping us apart in life. Not even you can keep us apart in death.
Okay.
Red flag.
Okay.
Girlies, if he says you can't keep us
Girlies.
We have to find her and put her soul to rest.
Do we
Okay.
know what she looks like? Or
We have a name?
I mean, she's
And
a
they
ghost.
lived here. Right?
Do
Are
ghosts
they the ones that lived here?
would I know, like, do ghosts appear in like a specific form? Would it be like the same form that she like existed in but hollow?
I'll say your choice of Arcana or Religion. Depending on which you choose, the information may be reflavored slightly, but
Okay. Where's my hold on. We're gonna do religion, and that's a 21.
21. Okay. I mean, it depends on the spirit. Sometimes spirits retain the way they looked in life. Actually, most often spirits retain the way they look in life. But there are a variety of circumstances that would cause a spirit to take on a different appearance. If they are particularly vengeful, they may gain a new vengeful aspect. Other particularly strong emotions may lend them different aspects. And then some undead, if they are unable to hold on to enough of their identity in life, become sort of faceless shades. But if it's an undead that was able to retain some aspect of their identity, in all likelihood, they probably look mostly like what they looked like in life.
Okay, I will communicate that information to the group. That there's a variety of ways that she might appear.
are ghosts invisible?
Don't think they always have to be, but
But like if they were like, are they sometimes invisible?
do I know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are sometimes invisible.
I can make it so that I can see things that are invisible for an hour. Do we think
That's
it's going to take
incredible.
longer than an hour to search this place?
I sincerely hope not.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe if we start like hearing things, or the desks start moving, floating in the air, and it's not one of us playing a joke.
And how long do you need to cast that spell?
Like 6 seconds.
Very speedy.
Simple.
We're in
I
a
don't
cellar,
even-
right?
Focus on it.
Yeah, so you guys are
A wine
currently
cellar.
Oh my gosh.
you guys are currently in the wine cellar. There's the stairs are in the sort of northeast corner of the room. Those are the stairs you came down. There is a set of double doors in the south wall leading to some other basement chamber as well.
Well, I'm gonna go look at those doors.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna go look at the wine.
I'll help Nyx look at the doors.
Okay, great. Nyx, what are you doing at the doors? Artemis, make an investigation check as you examine the wine.
I would like to, I don't know. I guess I'll listen at the door first. See if I hear anything
Make a perception check.
with help, because
I guess Penny is also listening at the door, so. Artemis, what'd you get for your investigation?
12.
12. A lot of, it seems like most of the wine in here has either leaked or spoiled in the last 5 or so years that this house has been abandoned.
Sure.
Examining the racks, most of these are, actually all of these are brands you have never heard of before.
Good.
Because you are on a totally different plane of existence. But you see one bottle is labeled Purple Grape Mash number 3, and another is labeled Ludendorff Arsenic Wine. So those are 2 bottles down here. What'd you get for your perception check next?
well, for my first roll, I got a nat 1.
Mm.
Second roll, I got a 2.
Okay, well
So that's a 7.
you don't hear anything on the other side of the
Okay. Is it locked?
door. It is locked, yes.
I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay.
Did we check for traps?
I did not check for traps.
Too
ahead of
late
time.
now.
Keep picking.
Whoop.
That is 21.
Okay. It takes you a little bit. I'll say probably like this is a tough lock. I'll say probably like 5 minutes or so. But you're working on this lock. You're feeling the tumblers. You're getting there. You hear Artemis in the background being like Ludendorff Arsenic Wine. And
Sounds awful.
yeah, right.
I do want. Well, I'll wait.
And you finally, after about 5 minutes, unlock the door, and you are really, really excited. And then a glowing rune appears over the lock that you could have seen if you had taken the time to investigate for traps, but you didn't. So what I
Sounds about right.
need are
Before-
Constitution saving throws from Penny and Nyx.
Why
And
me?
because you're within 10 feet of the doors.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
My thought was that I wanted to, because it wasn't going to take 5 minutes to look at the wine.
Sure.
So like ask Bowmin if he could help me move things for the doctor to be hidden a little bit. Because
Yeah.
he probably isn't going to move to a new location
Yeah.
willingly.
Yeah.
So if that puts me within the radius of whatever this is.
No, I don't think it would. It's
Okay.
10 feet from the door. I don't see why you would be like getting close to that door when you're trying to hide Dr. Van Richten. But I'll say easily enough, the 2 of you can like shift some barrels around and then just kind of like ease Dr. Van Richten into a more comfortable position behind the barrels.
Great.
We just put him in a barrel.
Yeah.
I would probably be helping with that too.
Sure, makes sense.
I would try to be there to help with the doctor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that
And
makes
then there's
sense.
an explosion behind
Yep.
us all.
Yeah, so as you're all like trying to get Van Richten hidden better, what are the con saves from the two of you?
26.
Ooh,
15.
Okay.
Penny, that's a success. Nyx, that is a failure. So this blast of bright divine light goes off when you trigger the room. Penny, you like brace yourself and you're fine. Nyx, you take the full brunt of this radiant explosion.
I mean, I can't like dodge.
It's not a dexterity saving throw, dear.
Her little body blasted across the
Um,
room, slams against the wall.
You take it was a pretty low roll. You take 5 radiant damage.
Okay, that's not too bad. Oof.
Everything okay?
Oh,
Do you smell burning flesh?
What?
There's so many better ways to put that. Are you okay?
I'm good.
About the rock gnome.
That was a dumb. That was dumb. But the door is open now. So
Can we tell that was radiant or like it was just a flash?
It was a flash of light. I think both Elina and Bowmin would know for sure that was radiant. And actually, you know what? Jinarra, you would know too, because your warlock patron is celestial. Nyx, Penny, and Artemis. You can kind of, all of you have seen radiant damage before, so it's a low DC, but go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can determine what type of damage it was.
Man, that was bright.
22.
Yeah, you would know, Nyx, that was divine. That was radiant. 6, Penny, you don't.
I assume Artemis doesn't
Right.
know.
Sure.
There's no need to roll.
Fair enough.
I'm
But
gonna go into the room.
yeah, go for it. Y'all can start going into the next room. Feel free to move yourselves in there.
I will stealth along the back wall.
As you all enter this room, you see old furnishings, rotten pantry staples, and boxes of mundane junk have been pushed against the walls of this musty storage space. Wooden pillars support cross beams holding up the ceiling. At the far end of the room is a cistern filled with stagnant water, but most unusually, in the center of the floor is a large golden rune with complicated lines and symbols.
Can I
would like to
do?
look at it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I do an Arcana check or something?
It would be a religion check for this one. Elina's also looking at it, so one of the two of you roll with advantage.
I have a
What's?
plus 6.
I don't have any plus to that, so go right ahead.
Our holy man.
Oh, nat 20, which makes it a 26.
Nice. Okay, so you begin examining this golden rune. It's letting off this like faint, radiant, divine light that you as a cleric are somewhat familiar with. You take about 10 minutes really to get a good examination of this rune because it's very complicated. So while you're doing that, what's everybody else doing?
If it takes 10 minutes, I'm gonna cast Find Steed
Okay.
and just bring Hayes out here.
Yep.
I'm watching Elina watch this.
I'm gonna hang out
You trying
and
to
just
figure
kind of
her out
hover
or something?
behind.
No, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm standing by the thing and I have nothing else to do.
I'm gonna
Just in case
hover
something
behind
goes down,
Bowmin.
I have my gun.
I'm just gonna
Just hover
hover
behind
by-
Bowmin while he's casting and just kind of pay attention to
Okay.
him and what he's doing.
Okay. Great. So Elina, you learn after taking some time to examine this room, you learn that this room is one part of an extremely powerful and complicated series of abjuration wards that have been placed on the house by some by someone channeling divine power. A lot of the symbols that you find that make up this complicated rune indicate that whoever made this was most likely a devoted follower of the goddess Ezra. Ezra is the probably the most worshipped god in the domains of dread. She is often referred to as Our Lady of the Mists, and she is thought to be the goddess of the mists. I will say, Elina, where you come from, a lot of people think that Ezra's just another name for a different goddess, the one that you worship.
Interesting.
But that's not confirmed. That's just what your people believe. You know that this is part of these wards, which means that there are more of these rooms throughout the house. I would say because you got a natural 20, you would know that there are 3 of these rooms throughout the house. It would theoretically be possible to deactivate these rooms. You would have to do some sort of counter ritual to sap the rune of its power. But I will say, without knowing more information about the ritual that was used to create these runes in the first place, a counter ritual, while not impossible, would be extremely difficult to do correctly. And there could be dangers to doing so incorrectly.
Okay.
And just as a note, abjuration magic is the magic of wards, of shields, of barriers, that's that type of thing.
Would physically destroying it?
The rune does not seem to actually be physically inscribed
like
on the floor.
Let me see.
Yeah. It is made entirely of pure radiant light.
Yep.
And actually, examining it very closely, the whole rune hovers about a millimeter off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
How big is this rune?
My God.
The rune is, are you trying to put it in the hole? The rune is not physical. You can't put it
That's
in
a
the
new
hole.
t-shirt.
Touch it.
It's a new t-shirt.
The rune is not physical.
I
There
had to
are
get-
other things in this room that you could
Had to
try
get
to
one.
put in the...
I had to get
You
one.
had to
Just
get
one. Had to get one.
That's true. That's true. There are other things in this room that you could examine and theoretically try to put in the hole, but not the rune.
So it is divine light. There's no way that Bowmin could channel it in a way.
Anything that you or Elina, both as people who channel divine magic, would theoretically be able to perform the ritual to dispel the rune. It's just that you don't have a lot of information about the ritual that was used to create it in the first place. And as such, any attempt to do so, any attempt to either channel magic from it or use divine magic to dispel it would be difficult and dangerous.
I don't consider myself a very, holy person.
No.
But maybe we don't touch the glowy thing.
Yeah, maybe we can find a study that has information on it, or we can ask a ghost. Or maybe this doesn't even fucking matter because we're looking for just a girl ghost crying. That's all we need to do. She's not necessarily connected to these little glow things.
Unless she is.
And maybe she's not. We could say this between each other all day.
Fair enough.
Should I try to see invisible things just in case she's in this room?
Perhaps.
Little ghost girl,
I'm
you
gonna
here?
She's
cast
probably like a young woman.
You're right.
see invisibility.
Okay.
Ghostly lady.
You cast.
I'll Captain Morgan on a box.
Oh my god.
Ma'am? Miss?
Nyx, you cast see invisibility. You're looking around. You don't see any ghosts. I will say you do see a couple of interesting things when you do cast see invisibility. Thing number one, Artemis is surrounded by a very faint silvery aura.
Oh, shit.
Very faint, but it's there. And you definitely feel like, because like back in Waterdeep, y'all had used see invisibility or similar spells. And nobody had ever mentioned this before. So you feel like it's probably a new thing. Another thing you notice, as you're looking around, you see an invisible raven seems to be hovering around Elina.
Guys, there's a bird.
What?
Guys, a bird got in here.
Where?
Over there by Elena's head. It's
Nyx, are you feeling
invisible.
all right?
I mean,
Oh,
Elina,
right.
if it doesn't bother you that there's an invisible bird by your head, then like, go for it. I just wanted to let you know.
Do you ever randomly get like poop on your shoulder?
Like, I don't know if this is like a connection to your like powers and stuff, but that's there. I don't know if that means anything to you. You can share if it does, if you want to, but also no pressure. We literally just met like less than an hour ago, so just keeping you informed with what I can see.
Thank you. You don't have to worry.
Okay, cool. So birds,
Good.
cool.
Good to know.
Great.
As you're sort of keeping an eye on it, after about 30 seconds or so, the bird flies up away through the ceiling.
Bird is gone.
Should we go back upstairs and investigate the rest of the house then?
Yeah.
Yeah, this water though, at the end of the room.
Yeah.
Is anyone taking a look at it?
Yeah,
I don't think you could take a bath in it. It's probably not wise.
yeah.
I'm good actually, but thank you. I'm glad to know that you're thinking of baths, Mr. Bowmin.
Yeah, this is clearly like an old cistern of some kind, probably collects rainwater from the house. You know, it looks like it hasn't been cleaned in quite some time, and the water looks kind of gross. That's what
I'm
you
just
get.
gonna grab like a little like piece of, I don't know, debris. Just kind of bloop.
Yeah.
And back away.
Flips in the water normally, nothing strange.
It passes.
Before we leave, I just want to do a quick search of the whole room, like the outside, see if I find anything fun and cool.
Make an investigation check.
Okay, that's better.
And I'm helping Nyx do this.
Go for it.
26.
26. Wow.
A lot of 26s tonight.
Power of friendship.
Yeah, you look around, you're like rooting through a lot of the stuff. You know, the stuff in here, most of it is, it seems like most of the valuables were kind of like cleared out when the Ainsleys abandoned the house, but you do find, it does seem like they forgot something. You find a quite ornate, like large silver chalice set with moonstones. That's probably worth quite a bit of money. Also, Nyx, you know, you're looking around the room. There is a pretty nice painting on the floor in here in a pretty nice frame.
Is the frame a size that could fit in Bowman's hole?
Jesus Christ.
We need to stop.
What is the diameter of the
No.
hole when it's extended?
So the hole can fit something 10 by 10.
The painting would fit in the hole.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Bowmin,
Yeah.
painting?
I'm not an art man myself, but probably get some fine money on the.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know this art from other art, but like it looks nice. The frame looks cool. What did you describe the chalice thing as?
An ornate silver chalice set with moonstones. Great. Yeah, you guys grab those things. And then, or is everybody making your way upstairs?
Yes. I'm holding on to the chalice though.
Okay. Are we leaving Van Richten in the basement for now?
For now.
No,
Oh,
Are you
mean-
carrying him?
I'll carry him.
Is he?
Can he ride on Hayes?
If we get jumped,
Oh yeah, he could ride on Hayes.
are we able to like re-barricade him? Because it seems safe down
Probably.
here.
Should we tie him?
It seems safe down here. I mean, you guys defeated the monsters that were trying to get down here, and nothing has bothered you since you.
We are by the warding thingy.
I would, once everyone is out of the room we were just in, I would like to relock that door.
Okay.
Just
Yeah. Easy enough. You can do that.
I mean, if he's safe down here, we can kind of move something heavy in front of the door to.
mhm.
Ghosts
You know.
can probably pass through walls.
Well,
Well, the
that's
things
true.
that we're trying to get to him before couldn't.
What if we put him in the warding room and lock the door?
I mean, we don't know if that's a good.
I will just quickly say, you do know he's been here for 2 days.
We should put some food by him regardless of where we take him, where we leave him, just in case he like
It's a good call.
feels like it.
I'm gonna pull out like some bread or something I packed
Yeah,
that morning and give it to him.
Great. Yeah, you can.
Ah, thanks, Mom. Someone thought
All
ahead.
right. So we're leaving him in the basement.
Yes, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
We'll come back.
Back up to the first floor.
Ooh, scene change.
Scene change. You
Second
guys
one.
are currently on the stairs leading back up into the kitchen. So,
All right. So there were footprints that kind of led us into the kitchen, right?
Yeah. You're
But there were also footprints that went other places in the house.
right. So the newest set of footprints, which you're pretty sure were Van Richten's, seeing as they led down into the basement. But there were much older sets of footprints in the dust collected in this house. The new set of footprints, Van Richten's, you're assuming, did go into another room in the hall outside of the kitchen as well, before exiting that room and then coming into the kitchen.
Is it the one right across from the kitchen?
No,
I think it's
it's the one down the hall from the kitchen.
Oh, right.
The like dining room one.
Yeah, the dining room.
yeah.
So
Don't I-
you could see where Van Richten was before he barricaded himself in the basement. Or you could go explore elsewhere in the house. That's up to y'all.
Seems
Oh,
like
so
a
we're,
good
we're looking
spot
for a
to
little.
start is whatever caused him to
Yeah.
go running.
Also, do I see anything invisible?
Not in the hallway, not currently. As
I haven't crossed the threshold.
you haven't crossed the threshold, are you opening the door?
I'm gonna listen first.
Okay, make a.
And I'll
perception
help because
check.
I'm right there.
Okay, both of you roll separately this time.
Why? Investigation?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, perception.
23.
Artemis, are you joining them in the hallway, or are you just?
Yeah, I think I'm like singing for the ghost girl to come out.
Sure.
You know, little ghosty girl.
Why are
Would
you
you like to
referring to her as
come out?
little ghost girl? When
don't-
I'm hoping she was a young woman since she was murdered in the throes of love.
Is that the?
There is this story that I've heard about a couple of 14-year-olds that
Hey, what'd you get on your perception check?
That's about how old I was when I.
23, and what'd you get, Penny?
That sounds like a crime, Artemis. That sounds like something
What?
we need to unpack later.
What are we talking about?
So with a 23, Nyx,
Oh,
you
of course.
listen at the door and you hear the same sort of particular like wailing that those creatures that were in the kitchen made.
guys, there's crying. Is the whole house still crying?
The whole house is, in fact, still crying. There's the wailing, the wailers, they're called wailers, that's what they're called. The wailers make a different
Okay.
noise that is still identifiably crying.
What do I
Guys,
call
the
it?
whaley people might be in there, so we might have to fight again.
I will say they didn't turn aggressive until we physically entered their space. So we could
That's
try our
fair.
best to just
Yeah,
go around
let's
them,
just-
investigate around them,
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
and not touch them. Did everyone in the group hear me say that? Bowmin, I need your verbal confirmation that you heard that.
Yes, I did hear what you just said now.
Great. Artemis, I need your verbal confirmation that you heard that.
Hi, excuse me. I was the one who told him, like yesterday, or whenever that was. Maybe we
Artemis,
shouldn't
I
go
need
kicking
your
down the door.
verbal
I
confirmation that
hear
you-
you. Yes, on my
Great.
little
All
Boy
right,
Scouts
let's go.
honor.
Great. You
Is she
open the
okay?
door.
Lean
Do you
over to Mr. Bowman. Is she okay?
She's going through a lot
Did I
right
piss
now.
her off?
Yes, but that's besides the point.
I just take like a standard, like, I pissed her off, but this seems like a new level.
I think she's taking Octavia leaving a lot harder than she's leading on to. And if this was regular Penny, she would say that she would need to see a therapist. But
I hear them.
So,
they're talking quietly. Make a perception check. They're talking quietly, and you've already moved into the dining room.
and there's wailing.
16.
16 is not going to be good enough, I don't think. They're talking quietly. They're beyond the wall. There's wailing. The house is crying. There's a lot going on.
Should we play like a joke on her to make her feel better?
Artemis, I think she really just needs some space. But also, she didn't say anything about Hayes not touching them, so
Oh my god.
I feel like it was implied, though.
I feel like it was implied.
I am under the table.
You're okay. Well, before you do anything, let me describe the scene that you see in the dining room.
It's a chaotic night.
Chairs and candelabras covered in dusty sheets attend this hall's broad, frankly, ostentatiously large dining room table. Still life paintings depicting multiple grand feasts hang on the walls, their faded oils making the food look rotten. A once ornate chandelier hangs from the ceiling, coated in a thick layer of dust. Hanging from the chandelier directly over the dinner table, you see the grim sight of a frayed noose.
Ah,
And of course, two whalers are prowling around the table.
Are they scratching at like anything like they were in the other room?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It seemed like in the other room, it seemed like in particular they were trying to get through the door to
Yeah.
Van Richten.
Yeah.
and are they just like chilling?
Right now, they're just chilling.
Chilling.
Chilling, just
I
chilling
mean,
and wailing.
they're wailing and clawing at their
Me?
crying faces, but
Sure,
they
but like,
are-
aren't we all on some level?
sure, but they're not aggressive.
I'm
Does
going
Nyx-
to non-verbally point at the 3 doors to the south of us and just be like, which one should we head towards?
Yeah, and
I would like to look at the noose a little bit more closely.
How close do you get to the noose?
Jeez.
I don't like that line of questioning anymore.
Well, I take out my
Honest question.
binoculars.
It's an honest
Well.
question.
within arm's reach.
Okay.
How
You have
long
to
are
climb
yours?
on the table.
As you were getting closer, like yeah, you do kind of have to start clambering up onto the table. As you get closer to the noose, you see the whaler's attention shift immediately to you. They don't grow aggressive just yet, but they seem to be starting to get on edge as you are getting closer to the noose.
Okay.
I will also say, now that you've climbed up on the table, you see that there is a single spot of the table shaped like a note would be, like a piece of paper would be, that is not coated in dust. As if there had been a piece of paper on the table until recently.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Rudolph took.
Probably.
There aren't like remains anywhere in this room.
Nope. No remains.
Thank goodness.
No remains.
I have two things. First, when I entered the room, did I see anything invisible?
No.
6 birds.
Second, I'm gonna ask Elina, how many people lived and or worked in this house?
Oh,
Go ahead and make a history check for me, Elina.
22.
22. So you've never really lived in Mordant. You're just,
I've passed through.
you've passed through here mostly to see Van Richten. So you only really know about the Ainsleys based on what you learned from God, why am I blanking on her name? Beatrice Polk. When you arrived recently. But what I will say is you know from what you learned from her that the Ainsley family has 4 members, the Lord and Lady Ainsley, and then their 2 children, a son and a daughter. The village manor has been abandoned for 5 years. And most of the local aristocrats didn't keep a whole lot of live-in staff in their village houses. Most of their live-in staff were at their country estates. Most of them probably kept 1 or 2 live-in staff, but most of the other staff needs were hired out to people in the village.
Okay. I just wonder if these whaley things have anything to do with like the souls that were left in the house when this all happened or something like that.
I'm gonna go explore. Oh, where are you going?
Bowman's gonna go explore.
I'll come with you. We're talking
Okay.
about Penny.
Sure. Are the rest of you staying in the dining room, or where are you going?
I guess I'll check the rooms down here.
Okay.
We're splitting
Elina,
the
are you
party.
doing anything else with the noose?
Not at this time.
Not at this time. Okay. Great. So, Bowmin and Artemis, you're going over to these double doors here at the
Yeah.
north end of the hall. Are you going
I
into
wanna-
the room?
We'll do a perception check first, just to see if we hear
Sure.
anything.
Make a perception check.
I'll try the door.
And the
Okay.
rest of you figure out where you're going next.
All
I'm
right.
with Bowman. What could go wrong?
A lot. That was a 18 perception.
An 18 perception. You listen at the door and you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Bowman's going to try to open the door.
Okay, easy enough. You're able to open the double doors and you enter into a ballroom. Broken boards mar the web-like designs worked into the ballroom's wooden floor. A short stage for long departed musician stands at the room's far end, overlooked by cracked stained glass windows.
Can I do, I think it's divine sense, to see if I can sense any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet?
Yeah, go for it. As you do, you pick up the whalers over in the dining room. I think they're just within range, but you don't find anything in this room.
Okay, cool.
Artemis, evens or odds?
Evens, baby.
Okay. Bowmin, as you're sort of looking at this room, you
Sorry.
hear suddenly the sobbing like fades a little bit, and you hear like the faint sounds of like a string quartet. And you look around and you can almost see the apparitions of dancers in this ballroom. And then it fades and everything is how it was before.
So, knowing the way this whole house is laid out, roughly where this room is would be where that celestial sign was below us.
Celestial sign would be a little bit to the south of this.
Just a tad bit. All right. Bowmin wants to check out this fireplace, and I want to see. Bowmin specifically wants to see if it is a through fireplace to the den.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, make an investigation check. Meanwhile, I'm going to check in on everybody.
I love that Bowmin
What's
knows
everybody
about
else
that.
doing?
When I move away from the nukes, does that trigger the whaler guys to like turn their attention off me again?
Yeah, it does. They are no longer focused on you once you move away from the noose.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we should just go through this door and check it.
Yeah, can I make a perception check?
Go for it.
24. Oh, sorry. 38. I did my math wrong.
38.
Jesus, hell.
28.
20,
28 plus
28.
11. Math.
28 is still great. You listen at the
28.
door. You listen at the door, and at first you don't hear anything. And then you hear like very, very faintly the sound of a harp.
A what?
A harp.
Sound of a harp.
Oh,
Like
Oh,
the
not
instrument.
like some bump.
I was like,
No.
it's very below the floorboards.
HARP.
Is the door unlocked?
The door is unlocked. Yeah, the door you're in front of is just a single door, and then on the other side it is a large, like, sliding door.
But it's not like a glass door, right?
No,
I
it's not a
can't see
glass
through it.
No.
I'm gonna open the door.
Yeah,
I'll pull my gun out in case something attacks Jinarra.
sure. You go in and you find a small music room with some nice comfy chairs and a large harp dramatically sculpted with a flock of flying doves. And as you enter, you see that like some air disturbances had caused, or you hope it was air disturbances, had caused the strings to vibrate a little bit. But the harp is no longer making noise.
All right.
The harp.
Doing anything else in here?
I don't think so.
Okay. I will say, it's been about an hour since you all entered the house.
Oh.
I would like everybody to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh boy. Is this against magic?
Uh-oh.
Is this against
Oh, yeah.
magic?
Is this a charm?
It It's not a charm.
Okay.
I will say yes, it's against magic.
Cool. Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Jinarra got a dirty 20.
Okay, great. What everyone else get?
I got an
Bowmin, go on.
18.
18. Okay.
17.
17.
Bowmin got a 30.
A 30. Okay. Great.
12.
12. Okay, great. And Penny?
Here we go.
I got a 7.
Great.
Can I re-roll and use my Indomitable feat?
If you want.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. Artemis then is the only failure.
Stunning.
Artemis, I
Just as I
need
was stepping up onto this.
Artemis, I need
Beautiful
you to
stage.
just somewhere on your character sheet, just make a note that you have accumulated 1 point.
Incredible.
Additionally,
I'm so happy.
I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Oh, my favorite dice. Okay. Where can I? Oh, notes. I will add the other. Oh, I have my notes on how much I paid Danny and my chef. 1 point from
1
Spooky
point
House.
from Spooky House. That'll work.
Okay, D100.
D100 for me.
Go baby. 84.
84. The absolute despair of this house briefly overwhelms you. And this is so funny because you become stunned. For 2 minutes.
Artemis is just on the stage. He turns out and it's like he gets stage fright. Just
Bowmin
looking out
is
over the
not
room.
paying attention to him.
Yeah.
So he's just be very quiet for a second.
Yeah.
Bowman's gonna think in his head, oh, silence. Nice.
Amazing. Okay, so it looks like Penny and Jinarra are going to join Bowmin and Artemis in the ballroom. Nyx and Elina, what are the two of you doing?
Elina, since I can see things that are invisible, and I don't necessarily want to wander around this creepy ass crying house alone, can you come with me to go like run to all the rooms and just look in them?
Sure.
Cool.
Okay. Great.
We're running around the house.
Running
Yes.
around the house.
Okay.
Just a little jaunt.
Perfect. No notes. You guys pick what room you're going to next. I'm going to check in with everybody else. Bowmin, you were investigating this fireplace. What did you get?
18.
18. You're like messing with this fireplace. You're trying to like find out if there's anything that you know, any trick to this fireplace, anything that'll like open it up or something, anything at all. Penny and Jinarra, you guys arrive in the ballroom to join Bowmin and Artemis. You look up on stage. Artemis is frozen, stock still. A single tear drop rolls down his face. And then as you're noticing this, and I'll say the 2 minutes end right about now as the two of you are like running over to examine what's up with Artemis. Bowmin, you twist a little like knob on the, you know, like part of the decorative embellishment on the mantle of the fireplace. You twist it and a little, you hear a click, and the back of the wall, the back wall of the like actual fireplace like pops open, and there's a very narrow crawl through into the room beyond.
I'm gonna send Hayes through, and he's gonna tell me
Yep.
what's going on.
Hayes goes in, and what Hayes sees is Hayes enters the room, looks around, looks up first, and gets very briefly spooked at the bear head staring straight down at him from the wall. The walls of this sitting room are populated by a variety of furs and animal heads, but it has clearly not been cared for in quite some time. Dust lays thick over every surface. Cobwebs entirely fill the space between the deer's antlers. And resting on the mantle above the tall fireplace is an ornate antique blunderbuss. In the center of the room are a collection of high-backed chairs around a small table. Nearby cabinets are sparsely populated with dusty Scotch glasses and scattered tobacco leaves.
As soon as Hayes tells Bowmin that, because they're telepathically connected.
Yeah.
Bowmin comes right in and starts raiding the liquor cabinet.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a squeeze. You go in, you start opening the cabinets. There's no good liquor left in here, just dusty glasses, an old decanter.
Damn it.
Bowman's gonna try to take that gun off the mantle place.
Easy enough. You are able to grab the gun, pull it off the mantelpiece. As you are doing this, you pull the gun down. Are you preparing to leave the room?
Yes.
Okay. As you are pulling the gun down and you go to get in the fireplace, like suddenly there's a fire in the fireplace and you're like, what? And you turn and you see the room as it must have been in the glory days. And you see, where is it? You see a stern looking man saying, I just don't know what to do, Victoria. Nothing I do or say knocks sense into the boy. And a woman responds, well then, Alexander dear, perhaps it's time we did something to remove the girl from the equation.
Oh no.
They're gone, the fire is gone, and you can crawl back through into the ballroom.
All right. Bowmin catches up with Penny and Jinarra and Artemis and just says,
The previous owners of this manor definitely murdered that poor girl.
Where did you come that? How'd that come to your head?
Oh, I saw a vision over there.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, Penny, I got you a gun.
Thanks. This is definitely just as good as the gun that Thomas Evenwood made.
Penny, you may add it to your character sheet. It's a rifle, a hunting rifle. Put a little asterisk next to it for me. And just if you ever use it, let me know.
Okay.
Artemis, you're no longer stunned. For the record. We're gonna check in with Nyx and Elina. Where are you guys going to?
I would like to, I guess, first run up here, look in the ballroom,
Okay,
do a quick sweep.
nothing.
I'll just
No.
follow her around.
Okay, great.
Then I'm gonna go in through this door.
Yep, you're back out in the hallway.
Yep.
we're in the ballroom and we just see Nyx running across the
I stop.
floor.
Look. Okay. And then I go in
Okay.
this room.
You go in that room. This room is a it's got all sorts of like butterflies framed and pinned to little boards. Whoever used this room liked to pin butterflies. But you don't see any invisible things.
Okay. And then I'm gonna run down to the next one.
Which of these two rooms are you going into?
Oh, sorry. The one here first.
Okay. You're in a library. The books within are old, falling apart, and moldy.
Hey, Elina, do you think any of these are the books that you need?
That's not likely.
Oh, okay. And none of them are glowing or anything like that?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna go in this room.
Okay. First of all, you hear and see that this room has whalers in it.
What's up, guys?
Whoa.
Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay.
Moody landscapes and dour busts atop marble pedestals collect dust in this modest gallery. In an alcove to the east stands a larger-than-life onyx statue of an athlete wrestling monstrous disembodied tentacles. As you enter the room, sound of wailing gets louder because, of course, there are whalers in here. And there's also sort of landscape portraits on the walls as well. But nothing invisible.
Okay. Does it seem like if I'm gonna move towards the statue, do the whalers turn?
No.
I'm gonna move not close to the whalers, but like towards the whalers.
As you're moving through the room, you
Like I'm
As
kind
you
of
pass
playing
by-
hot and cold with the whalers.
Yeah. As you're moving through the room, as you pass like close to one of the walls, you seem to get the whalers' attention.
Which one?
South wall.
This one?
Yeah. As you like shift away from it, they seem to go back. You move close to it, they seem to be paying you attention again. So there's something along the south wall. The only thing on the south wall that you see is a large landscape painting. But go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
Definitely.
Can I also assist?
Yeah. You can assist.
26.
26. You can just barely see, like peeking out from behind the painting. It seems like a piece of paper was like wedged behind this painting.
Okay.
Before
Do you see that? Yeah.
let me turn. Can I do the turn undead again?
If you've got another use of channel divinity, you may.
Oh, where's that tracked?
It should be.
Traits and features
I think it's under
or action.
actions.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Is it in features?
Sorry, I don't.
No, I know it's new character who dis.
I don't see. I have 2 uses. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Wait.
I mean,
Channel divinity. No. Wait. You can channel.
Oh, I do seem to remember D&D Beyond tracks it. It's like down at the bottom under other.
It's under my feats and traits, but I don't really understand.
Yeah, if you scroll all the way down
Read
to
it.
other, you will see Channel Divinity Special. So you've already used it once. So you may use it again if you would like.
So it says I have 2 channel divinities per short rest.
Short rest, yes. So you have not taken a specific short rest yet.
Right. So I have 1 left.
You have 1 left. So you may turn undead or use your Twilight Sanctuary still. But obviously turn undead is what you were asking to do. So you may do turn undead if you want.
Yes, I would like to do that one.
All 4 of the whalers fail their save against turn undead. So they are turned for a minute and all huddle against the back wall, trying to get away from you, Elina.
Okay. Now you can take that.
okay. If I touch it, do they?
Turn
They
undead
have to
ends
stay.
after a minute
Okay,
or
cool.
until they
I'm
are
gonna
attacked.
take it and bolt out the door.
Well, you probably have, it's like a folded up note.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it out.
Okay.
Actually, no. If I take it and run, they'll probably chase us because that's probably what happened to Van Richten. So I will. Okay, I'll stand there and I'll unfold it and we'll read it.
Okay. So As you open up the note, you see that it is written in a shaky hand and splotched and stained by tear marks. The note reads the following. If anyone finds this note, by the light of Ezra, get out. My boys and I, we thought, those Ainsleys ain't been to this house in a while. They don't need their fancy belongings no more, right? But once we got in, we couldn't shake this horrible sobbing. It followed us everywhere, drove me and the boys batty, it did. Skeever was the first to completely lose his mind. He was inconsolable. We tried to get him out of this place, but all the doors and windows was locked, and we couldn't get him open. Not even old Grey Rat could get him open, and I seen him open locks like you wouldn't believe. After we failed, Grey Rat went the same as Skeever, poor buggers. After that, Patches and I, we was starting to lose hope ourselves. We tried to think of something. There had to be a way out of here. There had to. But we couldn't think straight with the depressing feeling of this place and that infernal sobbing. And that's when we found the creatures. I lived in Mordant me whole life. Seen me fair share of ghosts and other supernatural creatures. But I ain't ever seen anything like these whalers. They were horrible, they was. Patches and I, we got away, but Patches gave up all hope then and went just like the other two. So I dragged them all in here to hold up while I got me thoughts together, but it's getting harder and harder. And I couldn't stop crying and shaking. The other three neither, but they can't think anything at all no more. I'm not getting out of here. I know that now. So if you're reading this note, there ain't no amount of money that's worth this. Drop everything you're doing and get out. Maybe you'll fare better than me and my boys.
All right, I'm gonna put the note back.
Yep.
But he said that he brought the 3 guys he was with in here,
Mm-hmm.
and there are 4 whalers in here.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So the whalers are the others
Probably them.
who had come in. So the whalers is what you turn into if you stay in this house too long, is
Mhm.
my conclusion. Okay, that's not great. We can't get. I'm gonna leave this room because I'm gonna go share this new information with the rest of them.
Okay, so is everybody gathering back in the ballroom then?
Guys, where are Nyx and Elina?
I just saw them
And
run.
We ran past.
they suddenly returned.
So
Hey,
you know those whaling
Gilded.
things?
Yeah.
There are other people who have gone crazy inside this house. We just found this note. There's a gallery down that way. There was a note stuck in the picture frame. And it was describing these thieves who had come to like steal the Ainsley stuff because they hadn't been here. And it described how they were going crazy and how the one guy who was still like kind of sane had brought his 3 buddies who had gone, like they were past the point of no return, into this room, the gallery, and they were just gonna wait it out there. But there were no corpses. There were just 4 whalers. So
if
And you
I'm
know that they are undead, which means that
they died.
they died.
if I'm understanding this correctly, you go crazy and then you die and then you turn into a whaler.
Yeah.
Didn't we just have a doctor that was going a little bit crazy that we left
Yeah.
downstairs alone?
Yeah.
We need to go downstairs.
And you 2 went off together to
You guys all
find this
left.
out?
Yeah.
Is there an upstairs?
Yes.
Yes.
So we need to go upstairs.
Should we go get the doctor and then go upstairs?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
I'll
You guys
say
have fun?
No, I was
In your middle?
terrified the whole time.
Marty, you were standing on the stage silent for 2 minutes. So like we all had a thing we were doing.
I was overwhelmed. It's a very pretty place.
Okay.
It just seems like a shame for it to just poof, you know?
Okay. Ben,
Yeah.
can you remind me, did the doors close immediately when we entered, or did they close as soon as we touched something?
They closed after all of you entered. They closed
Okay.
and locked. And Nyx
Okay.
got like a 20 something and couldn't unlock it.
Okay.
Easy enough. You can go downstairs, throw the doctor over Hayes's back if you so desire.
While they're doing that, can I quickly go in this area then?
Yep.
And
You go into this room here.
I'll go with her.
Okay. This is the conservatory. Desiccated vines sprawl across the tables and foggy glass walls of this conservatory. Rusted gardening tools and pots of barren soil lie scattered across sturdy wooden tables. Nyx evens or odds? Evens. Nyx, as you are looking around this room, examining the things in here, suddenly the conservatory is alive and filled with flowers. A young woman wearing a simple gardener's apron cares for some of the plants. Coming in through the door, a handsome young man, clearly of some wealth, comes into the room saying, "Mother, have you seen? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. You must be new here. I'm Bryant." The young woman smiles shyly. Bryant smiles back, and the vision fades.
ooh.
Hey, what are your two passive perception scores?
15.
20.
Okay, so you both see suddenly that the rusty gardening tools of the room start levitating from tables and floors.
Are you doing that?
No, are you?
I'm not. No, I'm not
Could we?
doing that.
Do I see anything?
Nope, nothing.
I-
This just seems to be a supernatural effect of the general haunting of the house.
I want to not get attacked by pots and
Yeah, definitely. Hey,
Yes.
real quick though. How was your time with Elina? You guys ran off together.
She was pretty
Looking at
quiet
the
the
things.
whole time.
They start flying
Oh.
towards the two of you.
Why did you do
That's a 14 to hit for Nyx.
No.
And a 17 to hit for Artemis.
No.
Okay. So you
Ah!
duck out of the way and
Bad timing.
after they bounce off the walls, it stops. They clatter to the floor harmlessly.
Why did they attack us? I just looked in the room.
Some people are just too beautiful, Nyx. It's you and me.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get your Listen, I'm just trying to get your confidence up. If you're gonna start making moves, I can help. Just
What
let me
are
know.
you talking about?
Elina.
I have been
Please,
moving
it's so
literally
obvious.
all day. Like all day.
Are
I
we
don't-
going upstairs?
Yes.
I don't want to go crazy.
Great. You all eventually make your way up to the second floor.
Ching-ching.
Van Richten in tow. Let me
Ooh.
just add all of you.
Beds.
Oh, good.
Roommate.
I'm petrified.
I like know we're not supposed to be able to see into like the rooms because we're not in there yet, but this is the ugliest shade of red I've ever seen in my life. In this room up to the right, this like weird
circle?
bright ass red, perfectly
Wow.
circular rug.
That's your room, Penny.
I hate that.
It's so mean.
It's terrible.
Just a rug.
It's
Um,
ugly.
Bowmin, since presumably Van Richten is writing on Hayes, just pretend that that's Hayes.
Can do.
Okay, you guys are now up on the second floor of the house. Wow. So yeah, there's a balcony overlooking the entrance foyer, 10 feet below. And yeah, this is the hallway. You got lots of options.
I'm gonna run through all the rooms because I don't know how much longer I have on my hour.
Yeah, I mean, you still got time, but go for it.
Nyx has no concept of time, so
Sure.
Probably no one should be going alone. Elina, do you
you're
want to
right.
keep going with her?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I enter the first room.
Artemis, we're also all right here.
I know.
Sure, but if we like all run off.
This is a small bedroom with a sagging bed, a wardrobe, and a writing desk.
Nothing invisible.
Nothing invisible.
I leave it.
Okay.
I want to check the writing desk.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Similar room, Nyx, smaller bedroom, sagging bed, writing desk, wardrobe.
This one.
23.
23, Penny. Just general detritus in this desk. You do manage to find some
I'm
loose-
sorry?
General detritus.
Detritus?
Detritus.
What is that?
Can you use
Left behind junk.
big SAT
You
words
also
over there.
find 5 GP, 5 gold pieces. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that the person with a master's in library science wouldn't know the
Come
word
on.
That
detritus.
doesn't mean I know every word. I can just help you find the word.
Ben uses a lot of words that I don't know in day-to-day conversation, and I'm just like,
I feel like they're normal words, and apparently
They
I learned they're
clearly
not
are.
when people
Detritus
don't
is a normal.
understand me.
Everyone in the comments.
Is
detritus a normal
word?
Hey guys, roast Ben in the comments.
This room, Nyx, is a nice room. It's wicker chairs, a small table set for tea, occupy this airy morning room. Pale drapes fall away from wide windows overlooking the grounds.
Bowmin wants to go into this room.
That you're in front of the door of?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead and go in. Go for it. It's not locked. You enter and you find the remains of opulent fixtures fill this moldy bathroom. Wardrobes, dressing screens, and a vanity with a cracked mirror line fractured tile walls. A raised marble tub next to a built-in fireplace asserts a commitment to decadence.
Bowman's gonna open the door to the hallway and yell out, "Hey, Artemis!
What? Are you okay?
There's a bathtub in here."
Well, oh God, it's about time. I make my way. Marco, where'd you go?
Hello.
Marco. Oh, hello.
As Nyx and Jinarra come into the master bedroom, a grand canopy bed occupies this room, its headboard engraved with the phases of the moon. 2 wardrobes, a writing desk, and aged leather chairs fill out the space, all bearing rampant mildew. A large worn carpet attempts to cover a glowing golden rune, but the rune is too large to be totally obscured. 4 of the horrible undead creatures you face downstairs are gathered around the fireplace, seeming to guard it.
More of them.
If I go
Wait.
towards
Nothing invisible.
Can I see anything in the fireplace that they might be guarding?
Make
Can
a
I get like a
perception check.
little bit closer? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see if I.
19.
Yeah.
19. I will say you notice just very, very faintly smoldering in the fireplace seems to be a piece of paper.
Why are they all protecting paper?
Can I would like to I don't even know if this is gonna work. Can I try to dispel evil and good?
Read for me exactly what that spell does.
No, I don't think. Wait, okay, I did. For the duration, undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
So if,
Shimmering energy surrounds and protects you from fey, undead, and creatures originating from beyond the material plane.
so if you wanted to engage them in battle, definitely useful. But that's up to you.
For the duration, so it's concentration up to a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it, and then I'm walking into the fireplace to grab the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna be
with-
close behind you.
Okay. Yeah. With that, why don't you move yourself into position?
Make sure you guys don't step on the carpet rune thing.
It's fine.
Well, if there's a carpet on it, like
I don't trust it.
we're not stepping on the thing, we're stepping on the carpet.
It's fine.
Fine.
Also, can I get my gun ready to attack if they attack Lena?
Yeah. Yeah. As you walk towards the fireplace, as you get really close and reach into it, they grow aggressive, and I do need everybody to roll initiative for me, including those of you in the bathroom.
What a
Sorry,
great
guys.
bathroom.
Oh,
What a great bathroom. Little moldy.
no.
Okay. Well, I should just never roll initiative for them ever again. Okay, Nyx,
13.
Artemis,
22.
Jinarra,
8.
Bowmin,
17.
Penny,
16.
and Elina.
I picked the wrong die. I got 5.
Great.
Do you want me to give you luck?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Top of the initiative order is Artemis, then Bowmin, then Penny, then Nyx, then Jinarra, then Elina, and then the Whalers.
Oh, at least they're after us.
Yeah, I'm tired. Maybe they'll not get to do anything again. That would be super fun. Artemis, you're up first. You don't really
Well,
know what's happening in the other
Yeah, it's just the
room.
bathroom boys over here.
Bathroom boy.
What a great
What did
podcast
you-
name.
Oh, what did you want me for?
Sounds like it would be echoey.
Oh, I was just telling you there was a bathroom here.
Oh. Thank you.
Very
Could use a bit
ornate.
of a-
There is a very ornate bathtub in here, but the room smells moldy.
Bowman, I mean this in no disrespect. Was that you or is it the bathroom?
I showered last month, so it's not me.
It's just the bathroom. Good.
Bowman, that's your turn.
Well,
Is it my turn now?
Yep.
All right. Bowman is just going to, just because he's curious, he's going to look around and try to open this door.
Sure, it opens. As you open it, you see there's a whaler immediately on the other side, as well as your friends who seem to have gotten them annoyed.
Which way does the door open?
It opens inward.
Inward to the master bedroom?
Inward to the bathroom.
Oh. Damn.
Wrong direction.
Artemis, I think we have a problem here.
what? Whoa!
Bowman is going to have the door open and is just going to start wailing on this whaler.
Sure, go for it. Move your attack rolls.
Say that one more time, Beth.
Ben, I didn't get any audio from you.
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
This-
That was a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Son of a gun. All right, that is a 7 from the crowbar and talk about divine. Ooh, that's an 8 from divine from the extra bonus,
Great.
which is named improved divine smite.
Yeah. I know, but it doesn't have the extra effect listed.
I know.
That's your first attack, unless you want to add normal divine smite to it.
Yeah, you know what? Sure, I didn't do any last time, so we're just gonna do a little extra sauce on this one.
Sure. You may add a D8 because it's undead.
I can find on my D8. My God. One second. All right. It takes an additional 16 damage.
Great.
From
That's
my
your first attack.
Yes. Ugh. Second attack is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. Then whoop. It takes from the crowbar. It takes 12 damage from divine. It's going to be 5. And again, we're just going to add a little bit more sauce onto this.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, that's a 20 from divine smite.
Damn. Yeah, he's looking rough.
Cool. I'm going to have Hayes hang back
Okay.
specifically, just because he's carrying precious cargo.
Yep. Penny, that's you.
Okay, I'm gonna do lightning launcher 3 times, and then I think I'm gonna hit the one farthest away,
Okay.
like farthest up.
Yeah, this one's
and the
way up
one
here.
next to Jinarra. And then yeah, we'll just do those 2 right now, and then I'll decide who I want to
Okay.
hit for the 3rd one.
Great.
Oh my god, why is that so light? Okay. The one farthest up north is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And then the other one is a 19 plus 11.
Also hits. That's
Okay.
a 30.
Thanks. All right. 16 for the first one. And then 15 for the second one.
Okay. And you saw the 3rd shot?
I'll hit the one farthest up to the north again.
Go for it.
Oof. That is a 14.
14 just hits.
Okay.
These guys are not too hard to hit.
14.
14. Okay. Great. Nyx, that's you.
I'm gonna go up to these 2, the ones that are right by me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna attack, do some 2-weapon fighting. And we got my rapier and a dagger.
Great.
And they are engaged in combat.
Yep.
That's 26 to hit with
Yep.
the rapier.
Which one is the 26 again?
The one by Bowmin.
Okay. Didn't see you, but I just need to refresh.
Yeah, no, sorry, I haven't actually.
Oh,
looked
okay.
over yet, but
I was gonna say sometimes I just need to refresh if I don't see a change. But
22 points of piercing damage.
great, that whaler is defeated.
And then the one that is in between me and Elina. Elina? That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And it's gonna be 2 points of damage.
Great. Glove rogues, first hit. Massive damage, second hit. Jinarra, that's you.
Within 5 feet of each other. If I do create bonfire, could I hit both of these 2 next to me?
Yeah, if you put it like behind the one right in front of you, you could hit both of them.
Okay, so I'm going to do create bonfire. So they need to do dexterity saving throws.
Great. That is a 16 for one and a 5 for the other.
So the one that got 5 fails.
Okay.
They take 5, 10, 17 damage.
Nice. Right, that one, the one that failed was the farthest north one. He's starting to look rough.
Okay, that's my turn.
Great. Elina, that's you.
I would like to reach into the fireplace and grab the piece of paper that they were appearing to be protecting.
You have the piece of paper. What I need from you now is... Oh, there's no save on this. As you grab it, it somehow inexplicably like burns your fingers. You don't know why there would still be a burning note in a fireplace unless it was somehow supernatural. But you take 6 fire damage as you grab the note, which refuses to fully burn despite the fact that it is on fire. But you have the singed piece of paper.
Can I like begin to read it? Do I have time to do that?
You can read it. That'll be your action. But
Yeah, that's fine.
the note, the note says, Lord and Lady Ainsley, I completed the job you paid me for. That common girl won't be seeing your son ever again. Leave the payment in the usual place. Victor. Spelled with a K.
Yeah, of course it is.
The usual place.
Hey.
Victor, my boy.
Any bonus actions from you?
Nope.
Okay. Whaler's turn. Finally, they actually get to do something. It's crazy. Okay. This one way up here is gonna move. Gonna jump up on the bed. Come over here. Get a better look at the room.
Whoa.
And then it's going to look straight at you, Penny. And as it does, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's
As
the
its
worst one.
sobbing eyes peer right into your soul.
That's a 5. Oh, 6.
That's a 6. Great. That's a failure.
Makes a difference.
Well, makes a big difference.
Waves of painful memories start to overwhelm you.
Oh, but Penny doesn't have any of them.
And oh my god, I can't believe how poorly I rolled on that. And you take 6 psychic damage.
Oh no.
Those were D12s for the
What you
record.
rolled though?
Anyway.
Ooh, 12s.
Yeah.
Laurel.
Also, the misery that has now infected Penny leaps from her and infects Jinarra, Elina, and Nyx. No save.
Cool.
So these guys are cool.
And the 3
Jesus
of you take,
Christ.
and these are D8s, but I rolled better. The 3 of you take 13 psychic damage.
Penny was just like,
Over
I cannot
twice.
deal with this. You
It's on
guys
you now.
take it.
She's doing what she does best, deflecting.
Deflecting and enlarging,
Amplifying.
amplifying. That was the word.
Amplify,
Yeah.
yeah.
If I had to pick 2 words to describe Ben Presswell,
The whaler with the little purple ring around him, he's gonna go next. Gonna do the same thing. He's gonna stare at Bowmin this time. I need a wisdom
These
saving
guys.
throw.
Wisdom, you said?
Mm-hmm.
a wise boy.
25.
That's a success. It doesn't take hold. And then the last one is going to target. You know what? We're gonna do his other thing instead for him. He's going to, with his long, sharp fingernails lash out at the person who grabbed the note out of the fire. And that was a horrible roll. That's a 14 to hit.
A disadvantage roll too.
Oh, that's right.
Not that the 14 hits.
The 14 is the worst one because I rolled a nat 20 for the other one, but it's disadvantage. So
Dude
There
could have
we
jumped on the
go.
bed.
Could have jumped on the bed.
and then the last one's dead. So top of the initiative order, Artemis, that's you.
Did they make any like noise when that all happened?
Yeah. When it happened, it let out like an Have you, for those of you who've played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time,
Sure.
the
Redeads?
Redeads make this horrible noise at you. That's the noise it makes when it
Nice.
does that.
Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, those things scared the shit out of me. And I didn't play Ocarina of Time until I was in college.
Imagine being 8.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I missed it when I was a child, but also kind of glad I did because I would have had nightmares about those Redeads.
Sure.
Anyway, Artemis.
Right. Okay, hearing that, I'm gonna, excuse me, just a moment. I'm just gonna peer in, see all of them.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Something is just gonna like come over him. So, in retrospect, he won't understand what happened.
Yeah.
But just seeing all that, he kind of like places each of the screamers, wailers is mine. Looks back at Mr. Bowmin, says, "Give me a little space, would you?" Pull out the sword, hold it up, flourish to the side, like set it, and then jab it forward, and he disappears. As I cast Steel Wind Strike.
Yeah.
Kaboink.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to hit all 3 of them.
Do you roll or do I save?
I roll.
Okay.
It is plus 11.
This is a great spell. I love this spell.
Well, that's a 20.
That hits.
That's another 20.
That also hits.
And that is a 22.
Also
So we'll
hits.
go boom, boom, on the one on the top.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And you end up next to the one on the top, right?
Against any of them that hit.
Right, but like you end up, you teleport somewhere at the end.
Yes. Next to one of the ones that
you
I hit.
Okay, great.
Or missed. Oh, I didn't know or missed. Yeah, I like the bed. I'll end up on the bed no matter what.
Great.
Boink. So that is 60-10.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
this is a really good
3, 4, 5,
spell.
6.
Okay.
This,
This 4th level?
for those of you watching, if you have never taken this spell, you are missing
good.
out. I think
So
this
good.
is an incredible spell. It's really good for bards, warlocks, and sword singer wizards.
Good to know.
So those were 2 20s, so that's max
If
for
I
2
don't know
of
if
them.
warlocks can take it actually, but if you can take it.
It's only rangers.
Oh, it's only rangers.
It's only
so
a ranger
bards
spell.
have to be
So
bards.
I picked it up with magical
And
secrets.
rangers, bards and rangers.
Yeah.
Anyway, damage.
So it's at least 60 to 2 of them. Because there were 2 20s.
Yeah.
20. An additional 29. So 80 to 89 to the one on the bottom. And 20. $35, so 95 for the next one. And math. Ooh, that's a low roll. Okay. This is the non-nat 20. So this is just 10. Only 16 points to the one on the bed. Magical force, I think. Yeah. Oops. I just rolled the dice virtually.
So the other two are dead. Killed them.
Cool.
Then I'll appear on the bed after slashing him with the sword.
Like a character from a JRPG, Artemis poses his sword and then disappears. And there's a flurry of strikes against these three creatures, and two of them die. And the rest of you are like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but Artemis seems to have done something.
And I will, on the bed, striking a pose. I'm going to look out to Penny Presswell and just give her a little wink and inspiration.
Great. Bowmin, that's you.
Bowmin is Bowmin is gonna run
stunned.
through and just gonna start whacking the one that's still in the bed.
Yeah.
That was a ridiculous move. I love that.
What, like 80 some odd points, 90 some odd points, 16.
Yeah.
All right, that
Incredible.
is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right, it takes 14 from the crowbar and 5 from Divine Smite. And still standing, I assume?
Just barely, but yes.
All right, then we'll just do a little, we're just gonna do second attack then.
Go for it.
All right, that's a 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Another 15 from the crowbar.
It's down.
All right.
Dead body flops to the bed.
Artemis, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't know. I just like I just knew I could. Oh, I'm really, can I just lean on you for a second?
Sure.
Elina, what'd the note say?
Oh, yeah, they definitely had some guy come and murder that poor girl.
I have 2 questions about these whalers. First question, why are there always 4? Second question, no. Why are they always guarding a piece of paper? Because the 2 that we found in the kitchen had most likely come from the dining room, because that's probably where that piece of paper was sitting. Did anybody else notice the hole in the dust where that paper probably came from? And there were still 2 in there. And whenever Elina got close to the noose, they were like, whoop, and the paper was by the noose. And the other ones that we found in the gallery were by a piece of paper, and there were 4 of them. And here, there's a piece of paper.
Maybe it's because the
4 of
paper
them.
is the only remaining connections to the past because everyone else looted all of the important things, but they wouldn't think to take pieces of paper.
But why are there 4 of them?
Oh, the whalers?
Yeah. In each place.
I don't know, but I want to check a different room.
Yeah.
That's a really good observation, Nyx. Very
Thank you.
intelligent of you.
Thank
You know what, everyone? Nyx is very smart,
Thanks.
very talented.
I like to think so.
Nicely done.
Great. You go make your way back out into the hallway, make your way down the hall. Obviously, there's several doors in this hallway, so feel free to.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, another guest bedroom, sagging bed.
I would
desk.
like to look under the rug.
You lift up the ugly rug, and there is floor beneath it.
Ooh. Okay.
Can I check the desk?
Make an investigation check.
Oop, that was an 11.
You find 5 gold pieces.
Ah, fuck.
Nyx, as you enter this room at the end of the hall.
Oh,
you
there's
find
only 3
the
this time.
office. This office.
Then
is
deleted one.
No, I didn't. This office is decorated with sturdy shelves and a desk carved with reclining satyrs. Desk's high-backed chair is turned away, and also encircling the desk are 3 more whalers.
I wonder if there's an important piece of paper in this desk.
Nyx, just look for the paper.
I'm gonna come over here,
They start getting
looking at me.
aggravated.
But do they like, are they just like,
Specifically the desk.
Whoops.
Okay. Can I, ooh, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm like, guys, shh. I'm going to stealthily walk over to the desk.
Where are you hiding?
Just
The
on the
room
other
and
side
the
of the door.
You're standing in the middle
Oh,
of the room. Where are you
I'm
hiding?
gonna just like come by the fireplace and just like,
I can make you invisible.
Okay, there's not a lot of good hiding places
No,
the
there's not.
direction you're going, but go ahead and make a stealth check and we'll see how you do.
ooh, 31.
Ooh.
Steps behind the door. Suddenly
Yeah,
cannot be
okay,
seen.
so you like clamber up and over onto the mantle of the fireplace and you like leap to the top of the bookshelf like quietly. The whalers don't seem to have noticed you and you like creep along the bookshelf and then you like you like pull a moldy, mildewed book off the bookcase and you like throw it on the ground on the other side of the desk, which attracts the whalers' attention. And then you can leap down and I will give you one single chance to check the desk.
Okay, I do it.
Go for it. Make an investigation check.
Ooh, that's a natural 20. So that's a 30.
He thought he had us.
Yeah.
You thought.
Okay.
You thought.
So you immediately open the exact right drawer. It seems like it probably used to be locked, but the desk is so like, rotted from the mold and mildew in this room that it just pulls open. You find in there a bunch of papers, but one paper in particular catches your attention. You also find a key and a silver chain necklace that's probably worth a decent amount of money. The important piece of paper says, Lord Ainsley, I pray that this letter will find you in good health. I recently met with your son and have some information about him you may be interested in. Should you find yourself willing to make a sizable donation to the Church of Ezra, I await your response, Brother Francis Elliot.
I would like to attempt to sneakily get out of
Make
where I am.
another stealth check. The whalers seem to have recovered from being distracted by the book and are about to go back to their normal positions.
17.
Oh,
Right, I'm gonna roll perception checks for them then. At this point, because they are alerted now, so
Yeah.
we're not just going off of their passives. That's at least 2 failures. I have to check the wisdom stat.
Poor things.
That's a 16. You quickly, by the skin of your teeth, jump back up on the top of the bookcase and make your way back to the door.
Guys, I'm gonna like pull everybody who was in the room out of the room and close the door very quickly.
Yeah.
Guys, I also left the letter in there because they
Okay.
seem to follow people with
Yep.
letters. So I found the letter. You should have seen me, except you wouldn't have seen me because I was invisible. Oh, I did so good, guys.
Right.
I don't know if it was Artemis little like pep talk beforehand, but like
Nyx, what did the letter say?
yeah. So it was a note from this like priesty dude to the Lord Ainsley saying that he had information about his son because his son had recently gone to this priest to talk to him, which seems like a violation of church code ethics, but whatever. And the priest would be willing to reveal what he had been told if Papa made a donation to the church. So it's not as revealing as some of our other notes, but yeah.
Did you find anything else with the letter?
I found a key and I found this cool chain thing.
Great. Huh.
Artemis and Jinarra, the two of you are still in the master bedroom. Is there anything in particular that you're doing in there?
I want to check the desk.
Make an investigation check.
Artemis, do you want to make an investigation check and I'll help because my investigation is -1.
Yeah. I'll hop over. Time to investigate, looking for stuff. Advantage?
Yes, I'm helping.
24.
Looking through the desk, you find a lot of notes in here about the biology of butterflies,
Oh.
seemingly handwritten. Probably by Lady Ainsley, as best you can tell. Also, I'll say you find, I don't know, like 25 GP worth of loose change.
Wow, my first actual money. Now that I sold it all, or turned it all into gold and silver bars.
Other than that, just like general notes that sort of give you a little bit of a sense of who Lord and Lady Ainsley are. They're very traditionally minded aristocrats. They were wealthy. They were both from wealthy families before they married. They both had high hopes for their children as well. Just very like landed aristocrats bound to the idea of tradition.
Is it like anything too unfamiliar to us?
No,
Really big butterfly fans though.
Really big butterfly fans. But other than that, like it all seems very much like, it seems like there's maybe an intensive devotion to tradition that is not normal where you come from, but that may not, you come from Waterdeep, which is a cosmopolitan city that is several hundred years more technologically advanced than the place that you're in now. So, it's hard to say. But yeah, very devoted to tradition, as far as you can tell, examining the things you find in this desk.
I'm just gonna pop. You never know when information on butterflies will be useful.
It doesn't seem like it's going to get the attention of the whalers.
Yeah.
Before we do leave and find the others, because we shouldn't get too far away from them. This circle under the rug.
Yeah.
Has anyone poked it yet?
No.
Is the rug like lying on top of, like you said the last one was floating like a centimeter above the ground?
Yep.
Is it like on top of the light, or is it just like kind of on the same level?
Light. It is on top of the light.
So the light's acting like matter in that sense.
Right.
Can I move the rug?
Yeah. You can roll up the rug out of the way.
And it, as best we can tell, because the two of us are the smartest, people in the land. Does it look the same? Same types of patterns?
Make a religion check.
Sure.
I'm helping.
Numbers. Ooh. What is my religion? 22.
22. Yeah, it looks the same.
I mean, it's either really good or really bad, right?
Right.
So let's say and I just like step on it.
I was about to do that too.
You step on it, it's fine. I mean, it's not the actual like design is not really affected by you stepping on it.
All right. I don't know. You're into this type of stuff. Do you feel like good around it? Or does it like give you the heebie-jeebies? I felt awful earlier, but there wasn't a thing around.
I don't have hope in me anymore, so I can't really ask for a vibe check from her anymore.
I'd have to go to sleep, but mine's just, he's aloof anyway.
Is there any residual, because like I used to be able to ask hope and then I don't have hope in me anymore, is there any sort of residual sense like I used to have?
Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit. You can make a religion check to see if you can learn more about this.
Well, I get -1 from it.
Come on, Jinarra, there's always hope. He helps.
There you go.
That was worse. 8.
Oops.
Yeah, you don't learn anything new, unfortunately.
Right.
And then don't mind me. I'm just going to I had thought of this eventuality and switch you guys over to the uncovered version.
A prepared DM. Very nice.
I just had to shift your tokens around to where they are on the other version of the map.
Sure. Well, knowing the others, they're probably all dead or dying, so maybe
we should probably find them.
Find them. Hello, friends.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily go out into the hallway. See, they're all in the hallway right now.
Okay.
Is there?
And I'll share what we found.
Yep.
Butterflies.
Butterflies.
Is
Like,
there
really?
a third floor?
There's this door that we're all crowded around.
Right,
Yeah,
but like,
you-
does it look like there's a third floor when
You-
you're outside?
Yes, it does look like there's
Okay.
a third floor when
Okay.
you're outside. Yeah, that door that Bowman's in front of is a door to another staircase upstairs.
Bowmin will just push open the door.
Great. You.
I'm gonna armor Voikos again, since it's been time.
Do I have invisibility sight still?
Yes, you do still have invisibility sight. But I will say, as you make your way up to the third floor, that's a good place to leave for the night. So thank you all for playing and thank you all for watching. And we will see you next time. And just as a reminder, this is the first episode of 2023, so I hope you are having a happy new year. And we will see you next week. Have a good night.